Hi, I'm Rebecca, and welcome to my podcast, Smashing Through with Rebecca.x. I am so excited you're here on this episode. Topics include life, business, mindset, full of kick-ass content and high energy. Enjoy the podcast, and remember, you too can smash through and keep going always. Notice your thoughts. It's very, very powerful. And what I encourage you to do is grab a notebook and pen or use an app on your phone and just jot down what you're thinking and how it's making you feel, because everything is feelings and emotions. And also, the third thing is to write down where you think it stemmed from. What's the core or the source of that thought? Why are you thinking it? Is it something that's been instilled in you from when you were younger? Is it something that's shown up at work that's actually triggered from something else? Write those three things down, okay? So number one, write down your thoughts. Number two, write down your feelings and emotions about those thoughts. How are you feeling? Have you got a headache? Are you getting panicky? Are you nervous? What is going on? Are you getting angry? Are you getting upset? What is it? Okay, how you're feeling. And number three is to write down the core or the source of where the trigger has happened. Okay, what's sorted it out? What has stemmed? Where's it stemmed from and everything. The reason is that we have so many thoughts a day, okay? But we don't really notice them to the point that we can identify them in order to work through the things. They kind of sit there, they fester, they get bigger, and then you're full of anger, anxiety, overwhelm, all of this stuff smothers you all day, so that when you go home from work or when you finish the task or when you're chatting to someone, you're still in that emotional vibration of anger, upset, whatever it is, and whatever you're feeling, because you've not had the chance to do it. Now, I also understand that you may not have time during your work day, or maybe you're at uni or college or whatever it is, okay? But I encourage you, the first opportunity, write it down. It'll take you 2 minutes. Speak it out into an app if needs be, so it's on your phone, and just keep it. And then when you have time, when you get home or whatever, you will be able to then sit there and work through it. And I, again, fully encourage you to embrace those thoughts, those feelings that you've got about them, to get to the source and core of where the trigger point was, okay? So, giving you examples, my son has special needs, and I remember when he's never been in mainstream, he's always been in specialist school and specialist college. And I remember one time they rang me to come and pick him up, okay, because something had happened. And I'm like, he done something at school. And I was like, right, what's happened? Oh, well, he's done this. Yeah, but what triggered him? And sometimes they couldn't answer me. And I'm like, right, you need to fathom out what triggered him. Yes, I will come and pick him up, but you can't just keep sending kids home without finding what the core and the source and the trigger was in the first place, to identify where it's come from and what happened, so that then we can deal with it. You know what I mean? So it's the same with adults. It's the same whether you're mainstream or special needs. You've got to get to the source and the core of what the thing is that has triggered you, that's upset you, that's made you think a certain way, and then identify what you're going to do about it, because it's all on you to change your thought process. It's not on anybody else. You can get mentors and coaches, you can get professionals like myself to help you, either in the one-to-one mentor packages that I have or in the programs that I have, especially expansion. But it's all down to you identifying it, giving yourself permission to do it, and then taking action on the actual thing. You are the person. You can have the tools and techniques and all the modalities there for you, but you have to tap into it in order to Make sure that you are noticing your thoughts and you're actually looking at your feelings with them, and then also what's that triggering, because then if you don't sort that out yourself, you then are reacting instead of responding. You are reacting to whatever has triggered you. So then you could explode. You could actually have a really, bad experience and shout at your boss and then get fired. The ripple effect is huge. Anything can happen, So it really does start with you noticing your thoughts, seeing where you're at, how you're feeling, finding the trigger, the source, the core of what it is, and then working through stuff from then on in. And it really, really helps. It really is phenomenal. It will literally transform and change your life from this day forward. But it's all about you really knowing that, number one, you can change anything in a split second. Okay? Not necessarily saying it's easy to do, but I really encourage you to first off notice your thoughts, see where they're coming from. And if the trigger or the source or the core is not aligning with you, is not empowering for you, is not a yes, it's amazing. Obviously, it's not going to be if it's triggered you and it's a negative. But you've got to really identify that, put boundaries in place, see what aligns and what doesn't, and release all that does not align with how you want to feel. Do not allow people to actually take over your thoughts or how you think about yourself, if they're disempowering you or anything. Never give the key to your brain to anybody. Never allow them to infiltrate your self-respect, self-esteem, anything like that. And yes, I understand how difficult and hard, and I don't like those words, but difficult and hard and testing it can be for you to actually do this work. Because I work with clients and I have for many, many, many years on these topics and subjects, and we've got down to the nitty-gritty and basically wiped everything clean slate, sorted it out, reprogram, reframe, release and let go, all the R's, and really change their life. And it really is considerable. It's the catalyst to everything, because when you have got more control over your reactions and turn them into responses, and you have got more control over your mindset, it helps your mental health, it helps your aura, it helps your energy, it helps how you are with people, helps the friendships, relationships, it helps your work. In every single arena in your life, everything can literally change. But it's all about you doing the one thing: notice your thoughts. You've got this. You're incredible, you're amazing, and I'm cheering you on. Go to my website, Rebecca.x for all of the modalities that you can have. I'm always adding more. I have guided journals on there. I have my email list. You can sign up to that and get emails in your inbox twice a week for, the main emails. And there are mentor packages on there. There are programs and courses. Everything is to give value and to help you to feel alive and live the phenomenal life that you desire, you deserve, just because you do, because you're alive, you're here. And it is all about mindset. I'm sending you lots of love. I'll see you on the next one.